Welcome, everyone. This is Glenda Dawson, and you're watching our stream that happens every single Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, where we bring channel messages to the world from light beings, from councils of light beings. Could be Council of 9, could be Council of 8, could be Council of 12, or just light beings in general who are here to help us as humans continue our growth, our evolution, and to help us heal, and also with coordinates for us to travel to help us remember or open the luggage, so to speak, to the memories of who we are, what we are, what we're capable of doing, our gifts, our abilities, and where we came from. Sometimes we need that little bit of spark to help us heal to the next level and ascend, and just in general become more of what we're meant to be and what we are, and in this path, in this lifetime, in the path that we chose. So for those that want to participate, just close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Allow your whole self to be put in a nice meditative state, if you're able to. Now, if you don't know how to astral project or astral travel, just set the intention that wherever we go, myself and the other 2 members here, you will go with us. And of course, you will be protected, but you never know what private message you will receive for yourself. So here's an opportunity to do it with no pressure. Nobody's watching you. Nobody's expecting anything out of you. And just try it. So as you're taking those nice, deep, long breaths, we're going to connect and try to come up with a coordinate. So I open the floor to the other members that are here.
10, 19, 4, 3, 2. 10, 19, 4, 3, and 2.
Okay, so take a deep breath. And just allow yourself to go there. Now, if anyone arrives before I do, please feel free to share.
Seeing a blue ray shoot across the bottom of my screen, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's an eye.
Mm-hmm.
There's an eye with, instead of a circular pupil, it's diamond shaped.
Mm-hmm.
It's large and it's massive. It's not threatening. Or inquisitive.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting the sense that we're supposed to walk through the diamond in the center.
Yes, that's the door to the next phase of this. Now, as we walk through, which is more like floating through, because I don't see any one of us actually taking steps. It's just like gliding or floating through. On the other side, I see very bright blue and purple. Shine, everything is bright, those two colors. Um, it's like spotlights in a way. And I hear that we, some of us realize it, some of us don't, but that the creation of the human vessel, which is this bones, meat, skin, um, has been created in perfection. And for us to remember that even if by every standard there's something different about you, or there's something that is not quote unquote normal, that your body works in perfection. You are a perfect being the way you have been created. And I don't know why they're saying that. Oh, they're actually saying that because there is someone who will be watching this, who may be on right now, that needs to hear that no matter how others see you, or even the perspective that it's been changed in you of how you see yourself, remember you are a perfect being. Everything is as it should be within your body, within your field. There is no real abnormality. It's just a word that humans invented when they are afraid of something that they cannot understand or have no answers for. Okay, anybody else? Sorry, I feel very anxious and very persuasive. Uh, that I needed to share those words.
I think it's sometimes easy to get caught up in sometimes the diagnoses that we all carry for whatever reason and identify ourselves as that anomaly, if you will. But we are whole. And what makes you unique and complete is the spice of everybody else's life.
Mm-hmm. Yes. concur with that. Now I am gliding into what I would call a tunnel. And I just keep going and going, and it's getting brighter and brighter as I go deeper and deeper into it. There is a being there that is just keeping an eye on things, making sure everyone is going the right way. It's kind of like somewhat a greeter to make sure that if you're supposed to be, if you're looking for suite A, you get to suite A or wherever place it is. But this being is, I cannot see a face because it is so bright. The light is so bright. And the energy that is sharing with everything around it, or even when we are walking near it, it is very powerful energy, very strong. At the same time, very calm, very loving. It's like a diamond of many facets, right?
Mm-hmm. That same purple and blue are making it fantastic skyline. It's interesting to see the horizon, the land around us in those terms because they're so bright and vivid. But there's a warm glow to them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And when you first started speaking, I was like, "Ooh, the yellow brick road's there." Um, whether you see it as the brick road or a golden river, um, it's a guiding path.
Right. Yes.
No munchkins that I know of.
Enough with me. Okay, so let's keep moving. He's even like going saying, okay, come on, let's keep going. Let's not hold up traffic here. Uh, um, I am getting a message from a Ra being, or a very powerful. And it's I don't see the being right now, but it is transmitting its message to me. Let me see if I can just let them. Some of you are resisting the help that we are here to give. Some of you are making it harder on yourselves. Some of you are not allowing your true self to shine. Please remember, you chose this particular lifetime in this particular moment because you are an asset to humanity's ascension. So for those that are hesitant, for those that are stepping back because of fear, for those that are trying to hide because it's the thing that you're doing, you're running away, change your perspective, change your way of being. You chose to be here for the greatest good of all humans and of Gaia in general. All living things on this beautiful planet benefit from those that chose to be here at this time. Remember, love beats hate. Even if hate seems to win those small battles, they will never win the war. Light always shines on the dark and makes the darkness disappear. Taking those steps forward is exactly what you are called to do now, to bring more peace, to bring more love, to bring more understanding and empathy to those around you. Things may get on this planet a little rougher for a little bit. As you well know, things seem to be bumpy right now. But it's okay, hold on. So it's a bumpy ride. You'll get more strength in your legs and in your arms by holding on, working those muscles. And that's the way you got to look at it. Be inventive, be aware, open your eyes, get rid of anything that really doesn't do you any good any longer. Create space for good to come in, for light to come in, for peace to come in, for harmony to come in. And by creating that space, even you and your abode will feel better, will feel lighter, will feel much more gracious and grateful. Let everyone else be. Focus on you, and everything else will fall into place as it should. Sometimes we want change right away, and they're telling me right now, just be patient. Take those steps forward, but be patient. Let the negative identify itself. Let the darkness show itself so then we could shine light on it and make it all disappear. Now I'm at a fork in the road. I'm going to go to the right. You may choose the left if you wish. It's up to you. This is your journey also. Oh, all right. Anyone else?
There's a um, uh, deeper than a pond, but smaller than a lake, water mass up ahead. And we're being invited to dive into it and explore the region underneath.
Mm. And it's very interesting because we're just walking into it and we could still breathe, I guess it would be the right description. But there's so much beauty.
Mhm.
Leave. Was there something?
Yeah, we can breathe without apparatus. We we're in the water, but it's it's like we have gills or something, some way to breathe in the water.
Mm-hmm.
And you can
Col-
feel the like the way like the movement of the water, the wave-like movement that water has.
Mm-hmm.
The colors are very vibrant.
Yes, they are. And if you pay attention, you could kind of hear, um, although this place isn't big enough to have whales, but you could hear them talking to each other.
Mm.
And at least I can hear also dolphins, like the sound waves.
I think even though the water masses has a defined parameter, the life within it is receptive to hearing from the dolphins, from the whales, from other uh, ancient animals that have a concern to elevate others' vibrations.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There's joy, there's empathy, there's um, humility, there's wisdom, um, fascination. All of those are being telepathically or vibrationally transmitted to keep vibrant this area.
Mm-hmm. It's like we hear or we feel the vibrations or we hear the sounds and you could see everything around us getting brighter as that happens. It's like energizing the water mass and all that lives there.
Movement of the creatures that live there becomes like a dance,
Mhm.
and there's a rhythm to it.
Mhm.
And they sing their song back to the ancient ones.
Mhm.
Some may think that they do not have much to offer the ancient ones, but they do. Their perspective is as valued as the ancient one's perspective is valued.
Mhm.
wisdom can be gained from all.
Mm. Um, I'm also seeing down there with us, Mary Magdalene. Her energy is being sent towards us. So kind of to heighten our unconditional love energy, our empathy, our availability to create safe space, to heighten those attributes within us. So when we come back here, we can take that and put it into practice. And I am basically hearing from her that there's no need to fight, there's no need to compete. There's more than enough room for everyone. Everyone's perspective is important, and we can all learn from each other. Just give it time, be patient, be open, and create that safe space so that others can come to you and learn and grow and feel that unconditional love that you have so much to give of. And
Seahorse-like creatures have gathered around Mary Magdalene. They're listening to her.
Yes. Now it appears we need to keep going. Archangel Michael is kind of like pointing, keep going. We will soon arrive at the other side of this mass. And he just basically said, once you get there, just walk out. With just the going into the water and walking through it, I feel a lot lighter. It was like it was washing me of all that may not align with my purpose and my journey. It's just washing it away. Creating less stress, less weight to carry, and a lot more positive, light things within me. Best way I could explain it.
The stickiness of life was left behind.
Okay, there you go. Well, I have arrived at the other side. And I'm walking out now and I realize I am not wet at all. And the place is still beautiful, very bright. And you can even feel the energy, the loving energy from the vegetation, the trees, the plants, and whatever animals may be there, living creatures of all types and sorts and from all time, space. They're just working together and not working against each other, but working together, creating a greater sense of community and of oneness for all of their benefits.
There's a great sense of service to each other that's done joyfully, and without really a sense of cost to self. Because as that healing goes out, it's immediately filled back up with light and goodness.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And I'm feeling a sense, a need to move, to go
Mm-hmm.
beyond.
Yes. Anyone getting coordinates, please open space.
341732. 341732.
Okay, thank you. Well,
I see stripes in an amphitheater. I don't know about that.
okay. I'm glad you said it because I was going to say that, but I was like,
It doesn't make any sense.
no, it
Into the
doesn't.
logical mind, at least.
Right. But, I was like, that's why I was like going like, well,
One of us had to say it.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad it was you. Anyway,
Are they horizontal stripes or vertical?
Vertical.
vertical.
Reminiscent of circus, and I think that's what it was meant to do, is to bring laughter and
Right.
a sense of gaiety. I'm
Right.
not sure what the amphitheater part of it is, but
They got a
Well,
sense of humor.
the only ones who need their moods elevated.
Mm-hmm.
The theater
Yes.
for many.
Yes. We do have to accomplish that somehow. And one of the best ways to do it is laughter. And I'm hearing right now, be silly. Do things your way. If you want to walk down the street and you want to skip, skip. Don't worry about what other ones are saying because you're the one who's increasing your vibration while they're diminishing it by even judging whether you walk or you skip. enjoy the best way you can what life has to offer you. And by keeping your vibrations higher, you will also be contagious and raise the vibrations of others around you.
There are people in the amphitheater, and they're all just having a dance groove,
Mm-hmm.
and they are taking to the stage in a flash mob. Like, okay, whatever.
And the best one is the one that they just dropped on the stage has wings. It's a costume, but the person has wings on and all that. It's kind of hysterical. And it seems like every person in one way or another has dressed up in some way. I see what people would representing fairies and angels and um, just a whole bunch of different costumes. Some don't even, but they're having fun and they're just enjoying themselves. And that is one of the things that they're saying we need to remember to do, to have fun no matter how strenuous and difficult things can be at that moment. You will attract higher vibrations into your frequency, into your field faster if you already start doing things to create that, to create the raising of the vibrations and to create fun, create your state of being. Don't despair. They're there to help us even at our worst times ever. Whether they are your guides, whether they are the ascended masters, whether they are light beings in general, whether they're galactic beings, whatever it is that is needed, they will appear and help. It's a reminder that we just have to ask if we're in a moment where we feel we cannot be any longer, we cannot find a way out. Ask for help. There will be help. And even if it's just enough help to take you through 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes longer that you're here, and you will get through it little by little, remembering to have fun along the way. And soon you will realize that's the only way. Having fun at whatever it is you do. Hmm. Now in this amphitheater, I'm seeing a car being driven in onto stage. I don't know.
It's one way to clear the stage.
Yeah, that's one way. Yeah, it's just um I'm just like, okay, But the people who get off the stage now, they're just singing and dancing along all around, and they just keep going, walking all around like if it was a conga line, sort of. So they change from the pit, right, to just all over the place, and they're just having fun, just enjoying themselves, and you could see the brightness of that theater, of that place, um, increasing with every single second that they have fun. So the energy is energizing everything and amplifying that energy and being sent out to space, to the world.
I think the vehicle is the essence of conformity. It came on stage to kind of supplant what was going on, and everybody just kind of looked at it and went, eh, and took the party elsewhere.
Right.
There will always be people who want you to conform to their ideas of right and wrong or whatever. But what the gathering is saying is be yourself. Don't allow other people's perceptions to make you fit in a mold that you don't fit in.
Now with all this singing and partying and not paying attention to the stage, they're enjoying themselves even more than before. And they're not paying attention to anything that's happening on the stage. They're just grabbing people and keep going and just completely having fun, completely enjoying themselves and being themselves, not having to fit the mold that anyone else has for them.
Just got poked in the side. It's time.
Yes, I was getting that feeling myself. Like the amphitheater starts to go out further out. All right. You want to take us back down?
Sure. Let's follow the Congo line back to our center. And on the beat of 5 to 0, let us take steps toward that center. 5, 4, 3, 2. And turn and bring back all the joy that you have felt while we've been here. 1. You're back within your home or atmosphere that you're sitting in. Take some deep breaths, at least 3 together. 1, 2, 3. And you may open your eyes if you feel comfortable.
Thank you. And all I kept thinking is da 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 da
I know.
da 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 da.
There's something going on.
Well, thank you to everyone that was here today. And please enjoy yourselves. You know, put on that radio, put on that music that you haven't heard in a long time that always brought you good memories. Even if it's old, who cares? It's yours and it raises your vibrations. And as always, we're sending blessings. We'll see you next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that others can also enjoy themselves and experience this. Many blessings, and we love you. Bye.